This is the range country, where the pounding hooves of untamed horses still thunder over mountains, meadows, and canyons. Every herd has its own leader, but there is only one Fury. Fury, king of the wild stallions. And here in the wild west of today, hard-riding men still battle the open range for a living. Men like Jim Newton, owner of the Broken Wheel Ranch, and Pete, his top hand, who says he cut his teeth on a branding iron.
Fury! Fury!
Wild as Fury is, that's the one human voice he's learned to love and obey. The voice of the boy who once saved his life, Jim Newton's boy, Joey.
Fury!
Here's a mutual trust and affection that everyone can understand. Especially a woman like Helen Watkins, Joey's school teacher and unfailing champion.
Now kneel down, let me get on you.
And there they are together, a great wild horse and the only person on earth who can ride him. Joey and Fury.
Takes care of the Circle C. They'll be mighty surprised when they find their horses ain't around in the morning.
It's like shooting fish in a rain barrel. You know, Jep, I think this rustling sure beats working. Hey, when do we pull on our next job?
Don't know. We lay low until we hear from the boss.
Well, Jim Newton, how are you?
I'm fine, Sam. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like a load of feed sent out to the Broken Wheel.
Well, sure enough. How much you gonna need?
Enough to feed 35 head for a couple days or so.
35 head? What'd you do, bring in a wild herd?
Mm-hmm. Corralled them last night.
Well, good for you. Tom Simpson down in the city ought to give you a good price for them.
I'm heading in to see Tom right now.
Well, horses get mighty scarce around here with them rustlers running loose.
Well, that's why I want to get this herd sold and out of here as soon as I can.
Good for you. Say, if you're heading for the city, you'll be gone overnight, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
Will, Pete be out there to receive the feed when I deliver it?
Yeah, he'll be expecting you.
All right, I'll have it out there the first thing in the morning.
Good. Thanks, Sam.
Hope you make a good deal on your horses.
I hope so, too.
Hello, Jep. Sam Jackson. I just found out Jim Newton's got 35 head at the Broken Wheel Ranch. Yeah, just left here. He's going into town to make a deal for him. Yeah. Have the boys ready, and we'll hit them tonight. I'll talk to you later.
Black stallions in the small corral. We'll get him out while the boys keep the other horses moving. Yep. Race is keeping his eye on the bunkhouse. He can handle the old man.
Hello? Hello? Hello, operator? Hello?
We can't handle it, Black Devil, alone. We gotta get some help.
Quiet down, Fury. We gotta get out of here and call the sheriff.
Nice going, kid. That horse seems to do what you tell him. So we'll just let you ride him out here for us.
I won't.
That horse won't be good to anybody with a bullet in his head, will he, kid?
All right. All right.
We'll take the kid with us.
We don't want no kid around.
Of course not. As soon as we get the horse out of the way, he can find his own way back here. Let's go. Quiet that horse, Pronto.
Easy, Fury. Take it easy.
Blindfold him, Slim.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Fury. Easy.
All right, come on.
All right, son, keep your hands down. We'll get off the horse.
That's a foolish thing to do, bringing him out here. That boy knows me.
Take it easy, Sam. The kid can't see a thing.
He's got ears. If I had said something, he might have recognized my voice. Now, get him out of here, quick.
I was figuring on turning loose over there someplace.
Oh, no, that's no good. I've got a better idea. Tie his hands and feet and leave him on the side of the road near the Mill Creek Bridge. You know where that is?
Okay, Sam. You're the boss.
Do it.
Come on, kid.
Help! 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 Help!
Well, Joey, what happened? How did you get here?
The rustlers, they did it.
You mean they tied you up like this?
Yes, sir, they stole our horses and put me here. We gotta call the sheriff's office.
Well, we most certainly do. We'll call them from my store. They've gone too far this time. Did you recognize any of them?
No, sir, they had me blindfolded pretty good. And they stole Fury, too.
Well, come on, we gotta hurry. Get on that side over there.
I never seen anything like it, Bill. We ain't had any range stock around here for weeks till we brought up them 35 head. Then Jim goes to the city for one night, and bang, we get raided.
How many rustlers were there, Pete?
Hard to say. 5, maybe 6.
They were wearing real funny masks. Like women's stockings. hunting or something.
What do you make of it, Bill?
I'd say we're up against a well-organized gang. They know what they're doing, all right. The men and I'll check around tonight, see what we can find.
Can Pete and I go with you, Sheriff?
Hold on. The only place you're going is to bed.
But, Pete, we gotta find Fury.
There'll be plenty of time for that in the morning when Jim gets back. Besides, what'd Fury think if he knowed you was up all night worrying about him?
Yeah, I guess he's got enough on his mind. Well, good night, Sheriff. Good night, Mr. Jackson. Thanks for what you did for me.
Good night, boy. And don't you worry about that horse of yours. You'll come back safe and sound.
Good night, Pete.
Good night, boy.
Well, I gotta get on back.
Break Joey's heart if anything happens to Fury.
Those horses are still in this area. We'll find them.
That's just it, Bill. Supposing them bandits has already got Fury and them other horses out of these parts. What happens to them then?
About the only thing that can happen to a herd of stolen horses. They'll wind up in some illegal slaughterhouse. Good night, Pete.
All right. He come at me from the back. Caught me when I wasn't looking.
We're gonna catch him, Pete. Rustling horses is one thing, but the way they forced Joey to go along with them is another. Hi, Bill.
Morning, Jim. Pete. Been trying to get you on the phone. Guess they haven't fixed the cut wires yet.
No, they haven't. Pete tells me that you and your men have been out after this gang.
Yeah, not a trace of them.
Morning, Bill. Hi, Jim.
Morning, Sam.
Drop by to see how Joey's getting along.
Now, he's all right, but he's awfully anxious about Fury.
Yeah, poor kid, I know just how he feels.
Pete told me what you did last night, Sam. I'm mighty grateful to you.
Well, thank me, Jim. Just lucky I happened by and found the boy. Imagine leaving Joey tied up like that. Them rustlers ought to be behind bars, and that's where they belong.
I'd like to get my hands on the varmints that hog-tied me and made me eat dirt.
First, we gotta catch them.
Where do you figure on looking for him, Bill?
We went all through the basin last night. Guess we ought to spread out and search the rest of the valley today.
Mm-hmm. You know, it seems to me if I had to get a bunch of horses out of here fast, I'd head towards Red Mesa.
Why?
Well, that's pretty sparse country, Jim, and that back road had just made order to hide out trucks big enough to haul them horses away.
Sounds reasonable. What do you think, Bill?
Say, it's worth following up. I'll head the men that way.
I'll ride with you.
Well, I gotta get back to the store, and, Jim, if there's anything I can do at all, just holler, will you?
Thanks, Sam.
See ya.
I thought you was taking a nap.
I couldn't sleep, Pete. I've been figuring out how we can find Fury.
How's that?
I couldn't see much last night with that blindfold on, but I could hear awful good.
You mean you heard something you could recognize?
Well, I'm pretty sure I could. I remember going up a little hill where Fury kicked a bunch of little rocks. Then we went across some planks or something. Then I heard a train and a diesel, too. I could tell by the horn.
Well, that could be any one of half a dozen places. That railroad stretches for miles in this valley. It's a long way from here.
I know, Pete, but then we went through a stream. I could hear Fury splashing through it. Pete, I know we could find Fury if we just looked.
It's worth a try. Give us something to do besides just sitting here waiting. Besides, I got a personal score to settle with them bandits. Saddle up.
Will you stop worrying, Jep? I just put an idea in the sheriff's head. It'll take him miles out of the way. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me your troubles with that black stallion. Tie him down good. I know where we can get a top price for him.
Well, it doesn't sound the same, Pete.
Joey, this is the third hill we've gone down, and none of them sounded right to you.
Well, maybe I listened better when I was blindfolded. Say, Pete, if I was blindfolded, bet you I could really figure out the way.
And one thing's sure, you can't do any worse than you've been doing.
All right, Pete.
Let's go.
Didn't see a trace of him.
Me neither. Let's crisscross another mile or two.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think this is the hill, Pete.
good. Let's keep going.
Where are we, Pete?
We're on a wood bridge, Joey.
This is it. I remember the sound. And a little way ahead, I heard the train. We ought to be near the track now, Pete.
There ain't no sign of a railroad. You better take off your blindfold.
There it is, Pete. Down below that hill.
Sure enough. Now you're clicking. What happened after you heard the train whistle?
Went straight to a stream and crossed it.
Okay, Scout. Right ahead it is.
And here's the stream.
All right, let's keep going. Them's our critters. Be careful, Joey.
And there's Fury. Gee, I did remember right.
You sure did, cowboy. And now we gotta be smart, not let them polecats catch us.
Got any ideas, Pete?
I reckon the nearest phone is Jackson's store. You hightail it back there, call the sheriff. I'll stay here and keep my eye on things.
Mr. Jackson!
Oh, Joey?
Mr. Jackson, can I use your phone?
Why? What's the matter?
I gotta call the sheriff. Pete and I, we found Fury and the rustlers.
You did? Where?
Up toward Linwood. Pete's up there keeping an eye on them.
Well, I guess that's something the sheriff will really want to know, won't he? I'll call him for you. While I'm talking, why don't you go out back and saddle my horse? We're a lot closer than the sheriff, and maybe we can help Pete, huh?
Okay, Mr. Jackson.
Hello. Give me the sheriff's office, quick. This is an emergency.
Call the sheriff's office?
Yeah, sure did. You'll be here any time now. So that's where them rustlers are hiding, huh? I know that place.
You do?
Sure. Delivered feed there 3-4 weeks ago. Came down the back road. I wonder if them rustlers might be in there sleeping now. Be a shame if they got away before the sheriff got here, wouldn't it?
What are you figuring on?
Well, I brought this along just in case I might need it. Let's sneak up there and jump 'em, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Well, if you're afraid...
I ain't scared of no coyotes like them. But, Joe, you stay right here where you are. This ain't for you.
Sure, Pete.
I'll take that. Now get your hands up. All right, get on up to that shack. And, Joey, if you don't want your friend Pete to get hurt, follow along close. Move.
You've been robbing us for years on feed prices. I never figured you'd turn to rustling.
Shut up and get inside. Come on. Had to lock the old man and the kid up in the shack.
Yeah, we saw.
We gotta load those horses and clear out of here fast, so get with it.
What are we gonna do now, Pete?
We'll get out of here somehow.
Bill, I'm beginning to suspect we're on a wild goose chase.
What do you mean?
Well, it sure does seem strange that the only time these rustlers hit a ranch is when the owner's gone. But take my case, for example. The only ones who knew I was going were Pete and Joey and Sam Jackson. And Sam's the one who suggested we search this area.
Why, there's nothing suspicious about that.
Well, maybe not. But Sam's in a mighty good position to know when any of the owners leave for a while.
Let's go have a talk with him.
All set?
Yeah. Well, what about the stallion?
We'll come back for him later. You boys mount up and I'll follow you.
We only had an axe or something.
Fury! Fury can do it!
The Fury's all tied up.
Well, maybe he can break away. Fury! Fury, it's me, Joey! Fury, come on! Get us out! Fury! The door! Break it down! That's it, Fury! Bust it down! Get in, Fury! Good boy, Fury.
Hurry, Joey.
Let's go, Fury.
It's Pete and Joey.
Jim and Sam Jackson.
Sam is with the rustlers, huh?
With him, he's top skunk.
Well, let's get him.
Turn Fury around, Joey. I told you he had a score to settle with them bandits.
I'll take care of him.
Hand me your guns.
Sure, sure. I got enough.
Looks like we're gonna have a new feed store owner, Sheriff. Let's go home, Joey. Hey, what are you doing there? All right, reach. Okay, Pete, bring me some rope. Got another rustler here.
Ah, so you caught me.
It'll give me real pleasure to tie this one up.
All right, Fury, go and get him. Oh, come on, Fury, go and get him, please.
So even his friends are running out on him. All right, Pete, tie him up good and we'll turn him over to the sheriff. He'll get 20 years, just like Sam Jackson and the rest of his gang.
20 years? Wow. I quit. I don't want to be a rustler. Just being away from Fury for one night's long enough.